If you've ever been to one of the big box stores to buy weed control products and you look at the shelves, you may just be absolutely clueless. So today on Budget Lawns, we're going to talk about the different ways you can buy weed killers, how to use them, and which one I prefer to use on my lawn. Welcome back to Budget Lawns, my friends. I appreciate you joining me as always. If this information helps you help me help you, give me a thumbs up, comment down below, and subscribe if you haven't already. I want to get a couple things out of the way before we dive into all the juicy details. First, let's talk about some of the terminology. You have two types of weed control products. You have pre-emergents and you have post-emergent herbicides. Now, I had a comment this past week that said they're all the same thing. No, they are absolutely not. These are post-emergent herbicides, which means they are weed killers. They kill weeds already up in your lawn, as opposed to a pre-emergent herbicide that will prevent them from coming up in the first place. They use different active ingredients. As this commenter said, just throw something on your lawn that covers a lot of weeds and it will take care of everything. That's not true. No matter how much I spray these on my lawn, they will never prevent weeds from coming up because they are a post-emergent herbicide. A pre-emergent herbicide will prevent them from coming up altogether. Now, I had another comment that said that this Spectracide brand does not have a pre-emergent herbicide. That's not true as well. Yes, these are their post-emergent herbicides, but they also have a granular in a bag, the Weed Stop Plus Crabgrass Preventer. Now, where that one gets a little bit confusing is it is a pre-emergent and a post-emergent in one bag. But it all depends on how you apply it. The bag calls for you to apply it on slightly wet or kind of dewy, damp grass. That way the granules will stick to the leaf blades of the weeds and kill them that way as a post-emergent. But for me, I use it as a pre-emergent, so when I apply that bag granular product onto my lawn, I water it in as soon as possible. That gets the product down into the soil, activates the ingredient, and creates that barrier to act as a pre-emergent herbicide instead of as a post-emergent weed killer. So Spectracide has both pre and post-emergent. These post-emergent in the bag, pre-emergent depending on how you apply it. I also want to make it very, very clear. I am in no way, shape, or form sponsored by Spectracide. I get no kickback from this. I have no affiliate links. I just love the Spectracide products. Now, there are tons of them out there that you can use, from Bio Advance to Weed Be Gone to whatever. When you look at those shelves at Lowe's or Home Depot or any other store, there are so many to choose from, and I chose Spectracide at one time because there was some on sale. Guess what? Every time I've used it, I have had extremely good results. So if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Now, not only do I use Spectracide products for my weed killers, but you can see I use it for some of my bug control as well. They have a line of products for many different uses, and when I find a brand that I believe in, that is what I will stick with. So that is the brand that I am going to share with you today. Let's jump into your first option when it comes to buying a weed killer. First and foremost, when using any weed killer, you must always follow the label. Follow the label. That is the best advice I can give you. But if you're new to this and you've never used one before, then here are a couple things that will make it a lot easier. You need to be aware of really two main things. There's something called a selective herbicide and something called a non-selective herbicide. So what you want to do is make sure you look at the product and make sure it is safe for your grass type and whether or not it's selective or non-selective. non-selective. What a selective herbicide means, which this orange label is here, is that it will kill the weeds but not harm your grass. As opposed to a non-selective herbicide, like this one here that is a weed and grass killer, it will kill every single thing it touches. So make sure that before you spray anything on your lawn that it is even safe to do so. But if you're new to this and you want to keep it as simple as possible, this is what is called a ready-to-use product. Everything is already mixed up and ready to go. You just simply use this little squirter nozzle here and squirt it on any weeds that you're trying to kill. Now, this is not very good as an option for broadcast killing, which means you're killing a big area. Instead, this is mainly for like spot treating, maybe a couple weeds here and there throughout your lawn or in your flower beds. But again, this is a non-selective herbicide. It will kill anything. You can still get this product in this orange label, the selective herbicide. You can get it in just about any option you could possibly need. You just need to be aware of that. Just like this one is mixed up and ready to go, let's pretend, I know this is a bug stop, but let's pretend it's a weed killer because they also make that same product, or this one here, in a bottle like this. Just a simple squirt bottle that has either the non-selective weed and grass killer or the selective Weed Stop for lawns plus crabgrass killer. So you can get a pre-mixed ready to use in a big jug like that with the spray nozzle. They have some with the battery powered ones, or you can get it like this as well. Just make sure that you don't run up to the shelf and grab one that's going to kill everything you squirted on. You want to make sure you're getting the right one, so follow that label. But if you're new, these pre-mixed ones ready to use are a convenient way for you to take care of weeds in your lawn. As we go up to the next one, it will get just a touch more advanced with number 2. These next two options are both concentrate options that have to be mixed with water. The easiest of the two is this hose end product. The reason why I picked Spectracide in the first place, aside from it being a crabgrass killer, this also has an active ingredient in there to kill nutsedge. So if there's a weed in your lawn, chances are it is covered by this product. I also want to mention too, this is the orange label. They have one that's a purple label. That is the one that is safe for St. Augustine or centipede grass. But the way this one works, it's full of concentrate. You attach it to your hose. Once you attach it to your hose, you slowly walk across your lawn by letting it open and spraying out the water and the concentrate as it does the mixing for you as you walk across your lawn. Just simply walk backwards or in a direction that you know you've covered every single part of your yard. It really is pretty easy. Just try not to stay in one spot for too long. It's better to really not go overboard on this, because you can always come back a couple weeks later, like the label says, and give it another round if you need to. But just hook this up to your hose, turn your water on your faucet. When you get to where you want to start, turn this on and it'll start spraying out. You just walk across your lawn spraying this product out as the concentrate mixes with the water from your hose, and you will typically use this for a broadcast treatment where you're trying to treat a big area all at one time. Our final option to discuss is also a concentrate, but this one you're going to have to do all the mixing yourself. So this is probably the most advanced of the options we are going to talk about. Now, you can use this for broadcast treatments if you have the right equipment, or you can use it for spot treatments. But if you want to be in control of everything, this one is for you. So this is just a bottle of concentrate. No water in there, nothing else but the Spectracide product. You will take that product and you will mix it up into a sprayer. I have just a run-of-the-mill, simple, plain Jane pump sprayer. No bells and whistles on this thing, but it gets the job done. You will put your product, now follow the label. I like to go max rate on the label, and then you will apply the appropriate gallons of water to the sprayer to mix with the product. You'll shake all that together before you start spraying it on the lawn. Now, with the product and the water, I will also mix about an ounce per gallon of water of a surfactant. Now, you don't have to go out and buy a surfactant. Perhaps you have it around your house. Could be something like baby shampoo or dish soap. That gets in there, mixes with it, and it helps the product stick to the leaves of the weeds when you spray it onto them. The reason why that helps is because these products are what is called foliar. They attach to the leaves of the weeds, and then they work their way into the plant that way, down into the root, and then that's how it kills the weeds, working through the leaves into the root to kill them. So, if you want to get a little bit more advanced, simply buy the concentrate in a bottle, mix it into a sprayer with water and a surfactant like Dawn dish soap or a baby shampoo, and spread it across your lawn, whether it be a broadcast treatment or a spot treatment. All right, my friends, I hope that rundown gives you the information you need to pick the right weed killer for your lawn. I want to reiterate though, follow the label. There's so much more information that you need when it comes to using these correctly that comes on the label that I have not given you here, especially when it comes to like the size of your lawn and how much you need to use and all that. This is just a brief introductory summary of the different types of products you can buy to take care of those pesky weeds in your lawn. But I hope you found this information helpful. I also have one other video that I think will help you out when it comes to getting the best results out of these. I did it last spring where I give you some tips on when it comes to apply these, what are the best conditions and how can you do it the most efficient way to see the best results. I'll leave that linked down in the description below. I think you'll find it very useful as well. But that's going to wrap it up for this edition of Budget Lawns. Thanks again for joining me. I really appreciate your support of the channel, and I hope to see you in the next one.